Michael, you got beat up pretty good. At the end of this...
Hang on one second.
Hi, Danya.
Hi. Hi, I'm one of Mr. Cohen's attorneys, Danya Perry, and I know you all want to hear from Mr. Cohen. I'm just going to say, on a semi-personal note, I have represented Mr. Cohen for some time. I first got to know him when he was in solitary confinement in Otisville, under the worst of conditions, for having had the temerity to speak out against Mr. Trump when he was president. I've represented Michael again when he was railroaded with a $500 million lawsuit, since dismissed by Mr. Trump himself, again for the temerity of having testified in the district attorney's criminal investigation. I've seen time and time again the great personal peril and indeed danger that he has put himself in because he has, again, the temerity to be a truth teller now. He was beat up in court, as one of the reporters here just said. To some degree, yes. He's been dragged through the mud, raked over the coals time and time again. And for what? The defense in this case claims that he has a personal motive, that there's some benefit. I would love to know what that is. I have seen him go through physical pain, psychic, emotional pain, as well as out of his family who I've come to know. He has gotten no benefit, nothing. He has served his entire sentence, and all that he's done is tell the truth here. Yes, he's the first one to admit, as he did in direct, and as he has since the day he pled guilty, he has accepted responsibility, and he has said, yes, I lied. And I'm sure he'll speak to you about why he lied. I'm sure you've heard it, but I think we can't lose sight of that. I believe my client. He is telling the truth, and that is why he came to court today, against, honestly, his personal interests. So I will cede the microphone to my client.
Thank you, everyone. Let me be very clear about something. When I lied to Judge Pauly, something that defense counsel thought was going to be the gotcha moment, I did it because, you may recall, I was given 3 days. In fact, it was actually 2. It was 48 hours from a Friday evening at 5:30 to a Monday morning in order to plead guilty or face an 80-page indictment that would include my wife. First time ever hearing from anybody. And I ask everybody to please take a look at the Petrillo sentencing memo, which we put out. Something also defense counsel did not want admitted. Why? Because very much like the GOP, when I testified before the House Oversight Committee live, as well as the other 6 different congressional committees, the only thing they know how to do is to attack. Attack, attack, attack. That's the Trump way. Denigrate, deflect, and attack. And you know what? As Danya said, and my friend Jeff Levine, we didn't take it. We didn't just walk away. We're continuing to fight every single act that Mr. Trump tries to throw at me, from the $500 million lawsuit to now a new issue where they want to depose me. So I want to thank each and every one of you. I do once again ask something that was completely ignored, and that was the Petrillo sentencing memo. Everybody wanted to see the government's mean book, like out of Mean Girls. That's all that it was. It was another denigration against me. Didn't work for them today. You may have seen Mr. Trump storm out. He stormed out because they wanted to make a motion. They wanted to make a motion to dismiss the case, to which the judge responded, yeah, absolutely not. You know why? Because he will ultimately be held accountable. And as I said the other day, that's what this is all about. It's accountability.
Michael, how did it feel being in the same courtroom as him?
Absolutely no problem for me. No problem at all.
Looking at him in the eye? And...
Absolutely.
Did you look each other in the eye?
Oh, we did, yes.
When?
Oh, several times. Yes, several times.
What was it like seeing him on the stand?
Seeing who on the stand?
Donald Trump.
He wasn't on the stand. I was on the stand.
He was when you were in the room.
I wasn't there.
When you looked him in the eye, Michael, what did you see?
I saw a defeated man. I saw somebody that knows that it's the end of the Trump organization, already found guilty of fraud. The license will ultimately be taken, and now this entire case is merely about how much. This is merely about how much disgorgement the Attorney General will be seeking.
Mr. Cohen, were you
you.
intimidated by Donald Trump? Were you intimidated? Because that's why we believe that he came out to intimidate you. And were you intimidated?
He's got the wrong guy to intimidate. As you've seen, I haven't stopped since I don't know how many years now, and I won't until, as I said, accountability is had.
Why do you think he
My
attended the
name
trial?
is Jeffrey Levine, and I just want to expand on one thing that Michael said, and then I'm going to share some additional thoughts. First thing was, not only did the judge deny the motion to dismiss, but he did it twice. And the second time he did it, he said absolutely denied. So, like many other things with Michael, I can say in over 30 years of practicing law, I've never seen a judge issue a ruling that says absolute, denied is enough. Absolutely denied? That's going beyond. And then he followed up, the judge, saying there's enough evidence in this room to find you liable. So it wasn't solely on Michael. He is a witness. He is not the witness because there's a lot of other evidence. As for my other statements, I just want to say, and I've said this before regarding Michael, that a little light dispels a lot of darkness. And Michael has gone on this path to shine that light. And he has an enormous burden in doing so, like today and yesterday. His family and he have paid dearly for his choice to shine that light. And I say this not only as Michael's lawyer, but we've known each other since middle school. So I've known Michael nearly 45 years. And I'm really pleased to be here under these circumstances. I'm pleased to be here to support Michael and to witness him righting wrongs and speaking truth to power, in particular here in this temple of justice. That's all I have to say.
Michael,
Thank you all.
Inconsistencies. Why should you be trusted this time?
I'm done. I'm done.